Hello everyone and welcome to another Tales of Crestoria video with me, As a Hell. Welcome. I know it's been a couple days. We did some live streams, but it's been a while since we've actually released a recorded video. I'm still getting things together with putting out a new series, still working on putting that together, and also working on putting together a video for the new Saray event that came out. I'll be putting a video out on my thoughts on this event and just general outline of it and everything. So that's what's coming up on the channel. That's what I've been working on. So sorry I've had a couple days since I put out a recorded video. We will be putting out some streams in the future for Scarlet Nexus, Genshin Impact, and Tales of Crestoria. Been grinding away at Genshin Impact, been grinding away at Crestoria, just been working real hard on these things. But we have some news that just released, so that's why we're recording a video here today. So before we get into the news on the new SSR unit that is upcoming, our new premium summons, go ahead guys and drop a like on the video, drop a comment as well, and subscribe to the channel so you know when all of this new good juicy stuff is coming up. We again have a new video series I'm working on coming up, and we're going to be doing a video on the Saray event soon as well. So keep an eye out for those guys, and let's dive into the video. So we got new premium summons, SSR Yuna relaxing at the shore. So let's get into the notice and take a look. This is my first time, completely unedited reaction to this. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Alrighty, so Yuna relaxing at the shore. I saw the picture. I really do like the splash art for it. But I have not looked at anything in regards to her kit or her Memoria Stone. So it's starting August 6th. That is upcoming in just a few days. Friday, currently Wednesday at this time. So coming up in just a couple days, about 2 days, we'll be seeing this. So she is Fire Arts unit. Most likely going to be a support for Kanata, kind of how Aegis is a support for Vicious. They'll probably meld and mesh together really well. So her Memoria Stone is 22,000 HP, 1,500 attack, and 800 defense. Pretty decent attack stone, actually. Really high HP. It's kind of a defensive attack stone. It's haste 6 arts, so it gives plus 25% evasion rate to arts type allies. That is pretty good. It's about on par with that Mew stone. Mew stone gives, I think, 25% evasion rate as well, but I'm not 100% positive. But that is a pretty decent stone. I'm not a huge fan of evasion rate stones, but you know, I know a lot of people that run evasion teams. So, I mean, if that's for you, that's for you. But I'm not a huge fan of evasion rate stones. So, but it does have really good stats. So that's actually a really good evasion rate stone. Gives some high HP and some high attack as well. So it's a decent stone to roll for. I myself probably wouldn't be keeping this stone if I get her. I'll just feed it into the character. So and on that note, let's go take a look at the character. So look at that splash art. Nice splash art going. The flowers up there in the corner, that nice sparkling clean beach. Anyway, here we go. So HP is 34,800, attack 4,560, and defense 4,560. So she's a pretty well balanced unit, low on HP, higher on attack and defense. And her awakening skill is 1 must rest non, plus 15 to the OL gauge of fire allies every turn, and plus 25 to the OL gauge of fire allies when art's used. That is a huge. That is a very, very good awakening skill. You can pair that together with EX Leon and with Ston as well on their awakening skills. Even, I believe, Mew, they will boost some OL gauge very quickly. Very useful for Summer Colette and Kanata, our new Kanata. That would be very useful, especially Kanata, because his OL gauge is very high. It's in the 300s. So that, if you use an art, you're getting 40 OL each turn. So that's actually really good. And that's not even counting the OL gauge you actually get from hitting. So if it's an element, if it's a crit, and if it's an element, if you're elemental weakness that you're hitting into, then you're going to get lots of OL from on that turn. Could possibly get up to 150 or so. So that's actually very, very good on that. To be able to raise OL gauge, that's pretty incredible. So she's going to be a good unit to pull for. Very good support unit for Fire Team. And you know, we got Lilith coming out tomorrow. So she's going to be really good for a full Fire Arena team as well, just to support them. All right, let's get into the arts here. Her Mystic art is Wave Crash Binding, 220% attack, 1 hit to all enemies at 150 OL gauge. So she's got a really low OL over limit. So she gets 40. You get 40 every turn if you use an art. Plus the hit, you can potentially use her Mystic art every one or two turns. So that's pretty incredible. And it decreases attack of all enemies by 25% for 2 turns. So a very good supporting Mystic art that you can use every, I'd say 2 turns probably. But 220% damage at 4,560 attack is actually pretty decent damage as well. It does only do 1 hit, but it also does hit all enemies. So yeah, that's going to be pretty solid into a Summer Colette Kanata team as well. Art 1 is 1000 Scale Stitch, 130% attack, 1 hit to all enemies. She does not by any means put out any hit gen, but that is a 1-turn cooldown. Wow. And it hits Curse on all enemies for 3 turns. So it takes 3 turns to activate the curse, but you can activate you can activate that art every other turn. So you can stack curse on all enemies. Wow, that is incredible. Okay, they turned Yuna, you know, Wind Yuna, her awakening skill was good, but she was a pretty decent debuffer, but she was, for the most part, kind of useless for most teams. She did fit in a specific niche, but this one, being able to stack curse like that, any enemies that's not weak to curse, that's just going to absolutely demolish them, or not, that's not resistant to curse, that's going to absolutely demolish them. It does take 3 turns to activate, but again, you can stack it. You're going to get 2 stacks of curse before the first one activates, so you can just continually stack that curse. And they added sleep. I've been asking for this. If you guys tuned into one of my other streams, I was asking for this. We're getting paralysis from Lilith, and now we're getting sleep. So I was asking for this. I wanted them to add more status effects to the game. This is really good. Except into Kong Y. Kong Y's Transcendence board gives him 100% resist to sleep. But that's beside the fact. Anyway, Arts 2, Whirlstring Blade, 220% attack, 8 hits to 1 enemy on a 4-turn cooldown, and it sleeps that enemy for 2 turns. So that is very, very good. Very, very solid kit. I like this kit a lot. So her awakening skill is really good, but I am a fan of this kit mainly because just from her arts. Her Mystic art is good. It's a spammable Mystic art, but her curse stacking and the sleep, I'm a fan of it. I am a fan of this kit. It may make me pull for her, but I'm gonna have to wait to see until the end of her banner. I didn't pull for Summer Aegis. Summer Aegis would be really good to stack with my Vicious, but Yuna may just be, Summer Yuna here may just be a very, very solid unit to pull right now, especially with the curse stacking. But let's take a look at what they got going on here. You know, you got the metal exchange. They didn't outline her strengths like they usually do. Okay, so they didn't put a little blurb at the end that outlined her strengths. I was gonna read that, but anyway, guys, that is the new upcoming premium summons unit, Summer Yuna, relaxing at the shore. Very good unit, I think. I think the unit is definitely better than the Memoria Stone. I'm so happy they're adding in sleep and they're adding in paralysis. They're giving us different status effects to be able to take advantage of. It's just so much better to have the wide array of status effects because they can make a specific quest where it's like, oh, you know, you kind of you would benefit from using this status effect. It's not necessary, but you benefit from using it because the boss doesn't resist it and everything like that. So I think this is very good. I think it is good, healthy for the game. She seems to be fairly balanced. I don't think she's too overpowered, but she seems to be fairly balanced. The curse stacking is going to be kind of crazy, especially since it's all enemies. You stack on all enemies. Going to be very good for Arena, especially with Kanata and Summer Colette kind of dominating right now. So she's gonna be a very good unit for Arena, guys. I think she's very solid. I think she's worth pulling for. Now, am I going to pull for her? That question is kind of up in the air right now. I'm still working on building up Gleamstones after burning them all on Vicious. So we'll have to see what we got upcoming. So I think she's a very solid unit to pull for. Now, guys, if you're gonna ask, oh, I don't have Kanata, I don't have Misela, I don't have Vicious, should I pull for Summer Yuna? Absolutely none, guys. Limited summons. Get your limited units first. If you're still saving your Gleamstones and you're like, oh man, I should pull for Summer Yuna, get the limited units first. The limited units are limited. They are only available right now. Summer Yuna is going to be in the premium summons. You will have a chance, no matter how small it may be, but you will have a chance to get Summer Yuna in later premium summon banners. But also, may bring about a selected summons at some point where they put a selected summons for Summer Yuna out later on, probably in a couple of months or so. So at this time, I think if you have not yet pulled for your limited summons, get your limited units because they are very strong. They're going to be very crucial to have, especially if you're just starting out or returning to the game. The limited units are going to be helping you out so much in the long run. But Summer Unit would be very, very good for this, for any new or returning players as well, especially to support your fire team. But again, I'm very excited for this kit, guys. If I end up with enough Gleamstones and they don't announce anything else upcoming, I might pull for Summer Yuna, and if we do, we will be doing a live stream for that. So stay tuned for that, guys. If you want to see the live stream for the pulls, if we do end up deciding to pull for her, please subscribe to the channel so you know when that live stream goes live. And make sure again to like this video, help me out, guys, get these videos out there and help support the Tales of Crestoria content creator community. And once again, guys, thank you so much for all you do and have a wonderful day.